There's a massive fight card in Saudi Arabia this weekend that you can see on main event television. It features some outstanding heavyweight fights, and it also features the best cruiserweight on the planet. He's got the Ring Magazine belt, and he doesn't have any other belts at the moment, unfortunately. We'll talk about that with Jai Opetaia, the Australian champion and one of our favourite fighters, who's flying the flag yet again on a major show overseas. Jai, firstly, how are you going over there in Saudi Arabia?
I'm good, man. We've been training hard still. They've really set a good standard here. The food's good, the gyms are good. They've really taken care of us athletes. So I'm pumped and I'm ready to put on a good show.
Now, we have to talk about the fact that in the last few minutes, your team has sent the email to the IBF to confirm that you're going to vacate your title. Essentially, you were forced into doing so because the fight this weekend was not able to go ahead with you as the world champion. You've made a decision with your team to go ahead with this fight. How do you feel about the fact that after working so hard and carrying a broken jaw through your fight where you won this belt, you've had to give it up outside the ring?
Well, they've really left me with no choice. You know what I mean? This is a massive card that I can't say no to. So they've stripped me, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? They can do what they want. I'll get the belts back. All I've got to do is train hard, keep winning, and they'll come back to me.
But how does it feel having to give it back? Because I know what it means to you to be a world champion.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's not right, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? We're not going to sit here and sulk. We're going to get a job done on the 23rd of December. And then when that one's done, we're going to get another job done. And we continue to do that. And then the belt will come back. They have to. You know what I mean? They can't deny me. I just got to keep winning, keep doing what I do. And the rest will fall into place.
Who do you blame for what's happened here? Do you blame the IBF? Do you blame Maurice Bradis? Do you blame someone else?
Man, I'm not sitting there pointing fingers and shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and sulk about it. It is what it is. It's shit like this been happening my whole career. You know what I mean? The odds have always been stacked up against me. But I'm still here on the biggest card in history. You know what I mean? Ready to go. I'm 1 week out from putting on a big show. You know what I mean? That's all I think about. I just got to get this Zorro out of my way, and then we focus on the next fight. You know what I mean? My career's moving forward, not backwards, and we're heading forward, not backwards. So, we're not here to focus on the negative.
Clearly, you wanted to go ahead with this fight, but there was the opportunity to not fight against Ellis Zorro this weekend and maybe to hang on to your belt. There were other options that you could have potentially taken. Did you consider not fighting this weekend, pulling out of this fight at any stage?
Well, really, there was a little bit when they first said they were going to strip me and stuff, but I just feel like this is a huge card to be a part of. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, I don't know, man. It is what it is. They pick and choose when they want to follow the rules. You know what I mean? But I'm just focused on doing my job on the 23rd. That's all I can do.
How does it feel that, in all likelihood, Bradis is going to be able to fight for the vacant belt with Gilberto Ramirez later on?
Yeah, he's taken the easy way. You know what I mean? I feel like his best days are behind him, and he knows that. But I'm not focused on no one else's career but my own. You know what I mean? We got some big fights coming up. This stage, this is like fighting for a world title on its own, being on this card. You know what I mean? And it's going to open a lot of doors. They say one door closes, another door opens. So that's all we're focused on. You know what I mean? Building relationships over here and just expanding. You know what I mean? I've had the IBF. I've done it. They've tried to hold me back, but, fuck them. I'm here trying to move forward.
Do you think whoever wins that fight, if it is Bradis Ramirez, sort of owes you a shot? They should fight you for what has been taken away from you?
When that fight comes, we'll worry about that. But right now, I am just completely tunnel vision at Zorro's head. You know what I mean? I am just 100% locked in for next Saturday. I'm pumped. I'm ready to put on a show. I've trained hard. Nothing else matters. All this outside noise is just drama. It's just boxing politics. It's everywhere. There's always something. And especially in my career, nothing's ever gone to plan. You know, they've always tried to hold us back. It happened at the start of the year with the Polish, and then, you know, Reactpor, there was pullouts and bullshit. Just, they give me one fight. So, you know, what am I meant to do? Sit around and wait for other people? I'm staying busy. I'm being a good champ, and I just got to do what I got to do.
It feels like poor old Ellis Zorro's in the firing line. There's a bit of anger that I can feel, and understandably, with all that has gone on through the course of this year for you, do you feel like you're going to try and take that out on your opponent this weekend?
Yeah, of course. You know, there is a lot of frustration, and in the ring's the only place I do get to let it out. So, you know, but at the same time, we're composed. You know, we box smart, we fight smart, we don't do nothing stupid. We wait for the openings, and when they come, we take them. So I'm just excited to get this fight done and dusted. You know, I wanna jump in there on a massive stage that I've been waiting for. You know, I've done a lot of hard work to get here, and like I said, we just keep pushing forward. We don't break. We just keep on going.
We saw a savage version of Jai Opetaia in that last fight against Jordan Thompson. That was brutal. Do you think this is a similar type of setup for you? Should we expect more of the same?
Um, Man, we just gotta fight smart. You know what I mean? Styles make fights. You know, it was good that I was able to get him out earlier, give me a good rollover. You know, a quick sort of turnover into this fight. But yeah, we see how Zorro comes out. You know what I mean? See how aggressive he is, and we just fight smart. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I box smart, and I get the job done. So how I get it done, we'll wait and see. I don't like to make predictions, but you know, I'm ready for 12 rounds of war. You know, I'm trained hard. I'm fit. I'm strong. I'm progressing. You know, I feel like they haven't even seen the best of me yet. So, you know, I'm excited.
Was he on your radar at all? Is he a name that you've known much about at any other point?
Never even heard of him until I landed in London, and they said that he was my opponent. So we sussed him out. But it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter who they put in there. You know, I just got to win these fights and keep doing what I do. You know, we've done many of these interviews, man. You know, we've been progressing to get to here at this place. You know what I mean? We started fighting in undercards and fucking little RSLs and pubs and shit like that in Australia. And now we're on the biggest stage in the world. You know, this is one of the biggest fights in history. We've made it here. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let no belt hold me back from that. So I've got to get a job done, and I've got to look after my family. So that's my goal.
I know about your journey, of course, Jai, having watched it all the way. You haven't got the sort of financial gains that you've deserved given your talent. Do these two fights that you've signed in Saudi Arabia, do they set you up? Is this the financial windfall that you've sort of been waiting for a while?
Of course, you know, it's healthy for the bank account. You know, it's gonna put us in a good position to also move forward. You know what I mean? I feel like these are two smart fights. You know, it's a smart decision to make these fights. And then, but I'm only 28. You know what I mean? These other guys with the belts, bro, they're holding on for dear life. But I'm still climbing. I'm still growing. I'm still progressing. These other dudes aren't on my level. You know what I mean? It's just I can afford to get rid of the belt and then fight for it again. With these other dudes, man, they don't know if it's going to come back. I do, you know. So that's the difference between me and them. I'm still young and hungry, so it is what it is.
You've got this fight this weekend, and then you have a second fight on this deal with the Saudis. That's meant to take place on another monster card: Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, and the undisputed heavyweight title. Who would you like to fight there?
Whoever they get me, whoever they put in front of me, that's who I got to beat. You know what I mean? They give me a date and a name, and that name becomes my target, and I just focus on him every single day until that fight's done. So that's what I'll do for that fight as well.
Chris Smith, would he be someone of interest? He's got a world
I'd
title.
love that fight. I'd love that fight. You know what I mean? But I'm sick of talking about shit that doesn't happen. You know, I've been talking about Chris Smith, this and that. They say different names. Like it's just so much politics that's just bullshit. You know what I mean? Everyone's throwing their name up and saying they do this and that. Oh, come do it. Come fight them. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's just words. We're talking about things that aren't going to happen. So, you know, I just train hard. I remain in the gym. I stay focused. And as soon as they give me a name, I am just locked in on them. I think about them every day, grinding in the gym. So that's what I do.
Are you at all worried that because you now don't have a belt, well, not one of the sanctioning body's belts, that the world champions are going to try and avoid a fight with you? Because clearly you're the best cruiserweight in the world, and behaving like this and speaking the way you are, you're quite a scary individual and an opponent for plenty of people. Do you think they're going to try and dodge you?
They've been dodging me already, you know what I mean? But I feel like once I become a mandatory and I work my way up, they can't. You know what I mean? It's like how I got the belt of breeders. They can't dodge me once I'm up there and I earn my spot. And all I got to do is keep winning. You know, the rest will fall into place. I just got to focus on what I got to do, and I trust my team to do their job, and they trust me to do my job in the gym. So, you know, all that politics I leave for them. I'm sure it'll come again. You know, these fights, whether it's the IBF or another belt, I'll win them.
I remember when you received your Ring Magazine belt, how important that was to you because of the nature of that belt, that it can't be, there's no politics essentially. Well, there shouldn't be. How does it feel to you to know that you still possess that regardless of whatever has gone on here?
Yeah, it's good. You know, it's a good feeling to hold that belt. It's a very prestigious belt. You know, I'm honored to hold that belt. But like I said, man, we're looking forward. You know, my old fights are my old fights. They're not putting food on the table anymore. You know, I'm looking to progress. You know, I don't want to live in the past. I don't want to live in the old fights. I want to get better. I want to get stronger, and I want to fight better fighters. You know, I just want shit to happen. So, you know, and unfortunately they had to take the belt off for stuff to happen. You know, everyone keeps pulling out. Breeders has pulled out twice. You know what I mean? The mandatories keep pulling out and the champions get punished. But, you know, it is what it is.
The Ring Magazine belt is behind you. Where's the IBF belt? What have you done with it?
It's at home somewhere. No, it's tucked away at home. We didn't bring it to this one. You know, we're not fighting for it, so there's no need. But even getting that belt, you know, it's still a massive accomplishment for me. You know, it's still a massive memory. You know, not even the fight itself. It was the 4 months after the fight, you know, the road to recovery, you know, eating out of a fucking straw for 4 months. You know, people don't see the hard work that I've had to go through, the dark holes I've had to dig myself out of. So, you know, that's the frustrating part. But like I said, it is what it is. We get it back. It's all good.
This card is a really special one to be a part of. What are you thinking about the heavyweight fights up the top? Joseph Parker, Deontay Wilder, and Anthony Joshua against Otto Verleen, guys that you've been around at different times. I'm sure you've got opinions on those fights.
Yeah, man, you know, I'm backing Lungsor Parker 100%. You know, I'm expecting him to get a knockout and, you know, or get a victory somehow, bro. But other than that, man, I've just been focusing on my own journey. You know what I mean? I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to, you know, fucking build a bigger team. We've got our team and we're here to do a mission. You know, we're here to get a fight done. That is all I think about. I'm not here to hang out and, you know, meet new people and stuff. You know, I am in a certain way, but I'm here to do a job. That's my only focus.
It's a very different Jai Opetaia to the one that we saw before you became a world champion. Did you always know that once you'd sort of achieved that goal, you were going to develop and you were going to change as a person, because you're much more confident, much more aggressive, and it seems a lot more focused?
The confidence just comes from the hard work we put in. You know, I can back myself because I live in that deep waters. You know, we get the jobs done. We do the hard work. We don't take any shortcuts. So I'm confident in my ability because I live it and breathe it every day. So I just want to get in the ring, to be honest. I just want to fight. I just want to secure it. And then I want to get the next fight. You know, it's just sick of going around in circles.
and you'll be back around Christmas Day. I'm sure that a lot of Australians are going to spend their Christmas Eve morning getting up early and watching you on Main Event because everyone's so excited about what you've been able to do. Do you have a message for everyone who's been on this journey with you for years and will be disappointed at the news that they're getting here today, but still excited about watching you fight?
Yeah, it'd be cool for Australia to get up, early in the morning, Christmas Eve. What day would it be over there? Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
It'll be Christmas Eve morning, the Sunday. So Christmas Day is the Monday.
Yeah, that's mine. They'll get up Christmas Eve, watch the fight. I think I'll land back in Australia Christmas Day in the morning and then wash out at the pub.
Pub's not going to be open, Jai, Christmas Day.
Boxing Day, mate. Boxing Day.
Oh, Boxing Day. Yeah. No, that'll be open for you, man. That's for sure. Jai, I know you're angry, but we're all hoping that anger comes out in a beautiful way in the ring on the weekend. Can you give us a prediction for what we're going to see in this fight, the next step in the journey of Jai Opetaia?
I don't like to make predictions. You know what I mean? I just like to do what I do, get in there, fight smart, and that's all I've got to focus on. You know what I mean? I want to go off his energy as well. I'm curious to see how he comes out, how aggressive he comes out, and we work off that. You know what I mean? I'm excited. I've put in a lot of hard work in this camp. So yeah, bring it on.
Bring it on indeed. All right, Jai, thanks, mate. Great to chat with you. Good luck in this fight. We're all really sorry that the belt has gone away, but there's going to be plenty more to come, I'm sure.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, mate.